Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I almost fell out of the back of my chair. I don't know if you caught that.
Careful.
Right? Oh,
Here we
well, it's Thursday morning, April 16th, and I have a nice decaf with me. What are you drinking?
Well, this is the week of you can't put Anna in a box. So now what I'm drinking, although you'll see I keep using this mug, it's called Sweet and Spicy. It's a herbal tea that's got like orange and cinnamon. And all I do is put a little bit of hemp milk in it, and it's glorious.
So what brand is it?
Good Earth. It's organic.
Okay.
I love it. It's like a little treat. Instead of going to Starbucks, you get a little sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy. Yum. Sounds good. So hopefully you are all sitting with something to drink as well, whether it be tea or coffee or decaf, some water or juice, but you're sitting there, you're staying hydrated with us. And we'll get a little movement in this morning.
Yes.
A little dancing and a little chatting. And what's today, Thursday? Okay, so we won't see you this afternoon.
Yeah.
But we'll have this enjoyable time together.
Yeah, so good. And we, as crazy as it sounds, like we film this before you watch it because we have to send it to you. But it's like you're with us. We are talking to you. We are thinking that you're right there. So I'll play along. We're all together. And it's on last week, I think it was, that Bob on a Zoom gave us a virtual hug.
Yes, that was so funny.
Everybody.
Everybody's got a little love. Yes.
So sweet. All right, so today we celebrate birthdays. We see whose birthday it is. And when I first saw this name, I wasn't sure who it was, but it's Dusty Springfield's birthday. She's a singer, and she was born on this day in 1939. Unfortunately, she passed away in 1999 at the early age of 59.
It's really early.
Oh my gosh. So she, in her lifetime, she was named she's from England, Britain's best ever pop singer by Rolling Stones magazine. And apparently she had lots of hits, but Julianne is going to play the hit that we're guessing most of you know her for.
Yes. It's The Son of a Preacher Man. So here we go. So get a little movement in your chair. Moving your arms.
Billy Ray was a preacher's son, and when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking. Then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man.
Oh, sorry.
And yes, he was. Yes, he was. Being good isn't always easy.
I think we might have to
No matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, he'd come and tell me everything is all right.
Can we pause this?
So we had some and we
clearly we still are having difficulties.
We think we solved them. We're going to try it again because this is a great song.
Yes, okay. Here we go.
Just something when his daddy would visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around and started talking, that's when Billy would take me walking. Out through the backyard we go walking. Then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Yes, he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When he started sweet talking to me, he come and tell me everything is alright. He kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Lord, he was. Yes, he was.
All right, now we got to hear the song.
Okay.
Woo! Third time's a charm.
Yes.
So,
Dusty Springfield, rest in peace.
yes. Thank you all for dealing with our technical issues.
And what we
Being
learned
good
together,
sports about it. What?
and what we learned together here is that you can pause the recording of Zoom while you figure out your technical difficulties. So that was nice. We just learned that, Julian and I.
Yes.
And
Woo!
hopefully,
Learning every day.
yes. Okay, let's see. In 1912, over 100 years.
Can we say her quote though? I like this quote.
Oh, yes. You
Oh,
want
I'll
to
say it. Okay. It's marvelous to be popular, but foolish to think it will last. Right?
That is a great quote.
I love that quote because it makes me think of, people in their school years, really. When you hear about the popular kids or this and that. And once you get out into the real world, beyond your school walls, the people who were popular aren't necessarily popular anymore, right? Because that doesn't really matter. It's the kindness that matters and how people are treating each other. So I thought that was a good quote from someone who clearly had been popular, had a #1 song, and didn't let it go to her head.
And the other thing too about that is that we could be popular in one place in our life and not popular in another place in our life,
Right?
and to just enjoy it. So if you're having some time where it's like, ooh, I seem to be a hit around here, like enjoy it, but don't get attached to it. Don't get attached to it because it comes and goes. Maybe we're all a hit at the ADC. We're all popular at the ADC. But then
Right?
I might go somewhere else. I'm not so much of a
Not
hit.
so popular, right?
That's okay. So that was a good quote. Thank you for making sure we got that in.
Thank you. Yeah. So now 1912.
1912. We were just that Harriet Quimby flew. She flew across the English Channel. And she was the first U.S. aviator to achieve that to achieve that feat. So that's a pretty big deal. This woman was the first woman to do that.
Never do that.
To fly across the English.
Yay, Harriet.
Way to go.
Right? I love women who do amazing things.
Yes.
Just
So
makes you
she and Amelia Earhart were bosom buddies.
Yes, for sure. In 1929, the New York Yankees. Do we have any Yankee fans?
I think we do.
I think we do, but they aren't brave enough to wear their hats at the center. But
is Bud a Yankees fan?
Maybe.
Okay.
I know that someone is.
Definitely have Yankees fans.
Well, the Yankees were the first team to ever wear numbers on their uniform.
Oh, rather than
like just their name. Right before that, it would have had their name.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if that's what started numbers on all uniforms, like basketball and baseball and and hockey, like all of the teams, if that's when numbers were implemented.
Yeah.
And I think numbers typically represent positions played. Like this range of numbers play these positions. This range of numbers play those positions. So your number kind of is linked to your position.
Okay.
someone knows that, you can tell me if I'm wrong
Mhm.
or if I'm right.
And it's certainly easier to see a number than to
Right.
find out a name from a distance. So, and there goes number 13 and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you might not be able to see, you know,
Blur.
or something.
Mhm. Mhm. Nice.
All right. So, and then just a few years after that, The Music Box, which is a short film starring Laurel and Hardy, was released. So, and then it received an Oscar for the best live action short film. The Music Box.
Interesting.
Laurel and Hardy.
Interesting.
I wonder if we have Laurel and Hardy fans out there.
I've never heard of Laurel or Hardy. I'm not a fan. Have you heard of them, Anna?
Yes.
Of course you have.
But I think, honestly, Julianne, I think it's because I took the film studies class. So
Okay.
I got exposed to a lot of this.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily a fan, but I mean,
You know who they are.
did Laurel and Hardy do Who's on First?
No. That's oh shoot.
Fine.
That's Abbott and Costello. Thank you, Jay Van Dyne.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna have to look it up. Yeah, that was Abbott and Costello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In 1953, Queen Elizabeth II launched the Royal Yacht Britannia. Okay, so they had a new yacht that got released that year out onto the waters. If anyone's a big royal fan, you might have known that already, or you might be happy to know that. 1964. I mean, I could have lived, and I love the royal family, but I didn't need to know that.
Well, and I wonder, like, what's the big deal? What are they doing out there? Like, me,
Right?
it must be nice though. Maybe when the waters are calm, they go out on the yacht for a barbecue or something.
Right? Their tea.
Yeah.
Tea party,
Maybe they take a trip to the Isle of Shoals or something.
probably.
Okay.
Something nice. In 1964, Rolling Stones released their debut album, and it topped the charts for 12 weeks in the UK.
What is on their debut album? So, okay, Jamie would really like this. The Rolling Stones. Sue.
Oh yes, Sue will like this.
Rolling Stones. Let's see if, do you think that their debut album, it must just be called
I think it was probably called the Rolling Stones.
Stones, since they didn't say anything else. Right, let's see the discography and see if we can find out what songs were on that. Like, do you have a guess? Here we go. Rolling Stones, 1964. I'm going to see if I can recognize. I do not recognize.
You don't recognize any of them?
No.
So just pick one. We're just going to see. We're going to experience this together.
Oh, maybe this is one.
Not the sound I would have expected. Even like the early Beatles.
I do recognize this one.
Or Route 66. Okay.
Okay, Route 66.
You know, their early music, if that's their debut album, it was definitely their music evolved. Sort of like the Beatles, how their music in the beginning sounded sort of had that same upbeat, peppy, and then they got a little more
Trippy.
trippy.
They got more like funky, psychedelic.
Yeah. That's funny. I don't want to call it bubblegum, but it kind of made me feel like it was bubblegum music, like peppy, high energy, not chill and relax.
Right.
I'm not sure.
And I'm wondering if they wrote Route 66, because I feel like I've heard that song before, but not necessarily. Maybe I've just heard it as a cover, and I wonder if they wrote the original.
Right. Who knows if they wrote the original and somebody else covered it, but I have heard the other version, and I think I like the other version a little better.
You know what, Julia? I'm just thinking about how on this coffee talk about how we're always like asking questions, how like we don't know, and we're like, oh, I wonder if this and this. Like if some just like random sort of organization or stranger listened to this coffee talk, they would make fun of us. Like, who are these? They know nothing. All they do is ask questions which they have no answers to.
I'm sorry. Oh God, this is so funny. Yeah. Okay. Let me wipe the tears.
We're gonna skip this next one, or are we gonna play it?
No, we're gonna skip it because it's not a good song.
No.
We did find something else that we thought Briggs.
Oh yeah, but
like.
But let's say the next thing.
Oh, okay. You say it.
I happen to be a tennis fan. I played tennis in high school. In 1980, Arthur Ashe retired from professional tennis. He was the only Black man, the only one to ever win the singles title at Wimbledon, US Open, and the Australian Open. 3 Grand Slam titles, the only Black man to do that. And I mean, he is a legend because tennis is typically like a hoity-toity, like go to the country club and play your tennis. And he helped kind of open it up to a lot of people could play, anybody could play tennis, and it doesn't have to be just for like the wealthy WASP whiteys,
Right.
all of us can play it.
Nice.
Go Arthur Ashe.
Great. Woo! Arthur Ashe. So our song that we chose, because the song that we were supposed to play is Don't Give Up on Us, Baby, by David Soul. It's very slow, boring.
Maybe it's nice. If some of you like it, there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place for that song, but it's not during coffee talk.
Not during coffee talk when we're trying to have you have some fun.
Yeah.
So we found this song that we know Briggs likes, and who else did you think likes the song? Istanbul.
Oh, probably Roger.
Probably Roger. That's right. Okay. So this is going out to you two guys in particular. Oh, you're getting ready to dance already?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople, been a long time gone. Oh, Constantinople, still a Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople, so if you could date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back to Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Istanbul.
Oh, that's so much fun.
Such a good song.
Enjoyed dancing to that as much as we did. I thought I was a real dancer doing some spins.
Yeah, you are.
I was like throwing it all out there. And then I realized this is probably going on YouTube and thought, what the heck am I doing? I'm going to reel it in a little.
No, what is that about acting? About the part shame and then the part glory?
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, I had some shame.
You know, I think it's worth mentioning that in 2017, there was a world record for the gathering of Charlie Chaplin lookalikes.
Oh, Charlie Chaplin.
That there were 662 Charlie Chaplin lookalikes who gathered at the Chaplin Museum in Switzerland. I can't say the name of it.
That's okay. I was glad you were attempting it, not
Yeah.
me.
I don't think I'll massacre the name of it. It's you know, the Charlie Chaplin Museum in Switzerland. I'm sure there's only one.
Right. So wasn't he in, didn't we talk about him recently?
I think we did. Yes.
Yes. So
Because
that's great that
they didn't let him back in the country.
yes. Okay.
So see, Julianne, we're smarter. We're good. We remember things. Just because we don't remember. Yeah. We might not remember our humanities classes from 25 years ago, but we remember last week. Sometimes.
All right. Okay, I've got a good joke for you all today. They call our language the mother tongue because the father seldom gets to speak.
I don't really get it.
The mother tongue.
Because what?
So English is the mother tongue because the father seldom gets to speak. Like the father.
The mom's in charge talking all the time?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing. I don't know. Is that what it meant, you guys? Did I interpret it wrong? I don't know. I like our cornier jokes better.
Yeah, I think we've had better jokes. We had a couple dud jokes now. Yesterday's joke was a dud.
If tomorrow's is a dud, we'll have to come up with our own.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody today, make sure that you're spending a little time moving. You can move with the video today, Julianne's exercising, and also to take time to relax. And her 5-minute meditation and relaxation is a great way to relax mindfully. You know, please do.
Thank you. So glad you all joined us this morning. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Like Anna said, take some time to exercise and relax, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye.